We all know the different types of characters out there. The happy, carefree protagonist that saves the day, the fat and rude type greedy character, and the one of the most iconic being the dark counterpart to the main protagonist. And today, we will be pitting two of Sonic and Kirby's greatest rivals against each other. Will it be Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate creation of Dr. Gerald Robotnik, or Meta Knight, the lone Star Warrior and the captain of the Hellbird? Let's see what happens if we put two of these fighters in a fatal arena. Back in the good old days of Sonic the Hedgehog, there were many memorable characters, like Tails, Knuckles, Metal Sonics, and I don't feel like listing the others, so there's many more. Some of them even had their own games. One day at Sega, some guy was all like, hey, let's make another Hedgehog and make him as edgy as possible. The creator said, get this man a promotion, and thus Shadow the Hedgehog was created. His in-game origin story is that he was created to be the cure for the doctor's granddaughter, Maria. But instead they got a cure that was not a cure, but it was a shadow life form being, I don't know. But they got Maria's new best friend, but unfortunately for her, the government didn't like it since it was illegal and, well, Shadow's father is an alien named Black Doom. So Maria's way of protecting Shadow was to send him to planet Earth and sealed away. But that's the planet that the government lives on. I don't know why she went there, but you know what, I'm not. Anyways, he was later on founded by Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik, and they tried to take over the Earth. But Shadow remembered that he kept a promise to her, and, well, he decided to join Team Sonic, and so yay! Saving people and not destroying things. Let's just talk about his abilities. Now, while he may look like he's full of hot sauce all over his hair and he acts like Vegeta, he's a very powerful fighter in his own right. He can fight against Sonic, who can defeat a city-level perfect chaos, and he was able to take down the Bio-Lizard that was strong enough to destroy a continent. Now, while Shadow is pretty powerful, he's also pretty fast. He can keep up with Sonic, who can dodge lightning and meteors, and Shadow can also teleport and stop time. So that's going to be helpful in speed. Shadow can also take a hit. He fell from the Death Egg to Earth, which is pretty impressive. Some say he died, some say he didn't die, just had amnesia. No one knows, but I'm just gonna say that he survived it, because he kinda did. Anyways, Shadow also has some cool Chaos abilities. He can use Chaos Spear, which is an energy projectile, Chaos Control, where he goes Water Dope and stop time and teleport. He can even use Chaos Heal, which can heal himself. And his most powerful move is Chaos Blast, which things go kaboom, and nothing is around him. Although he has to take off his inhibitor rings, which store up a lot of chaos energy. Once you take them off, you gotta move because everything's gonna go boom. He also has jet boots, which is pretty fly, so that's pretty cool. But if all else fails, he can transform into his super form, Super Shadow. Wait, hold up. Wait, I've seen this before. Whatever. So Super Shadow can increase his strength, speed, and durability to its max. He can fight against Super Sonic, and has fought against some universal level threats. Although I'm a little bit iffy about calling them universal threats, but I'm going to give Super Shadow the benefit of the doubt. You'll see why later. But at the same time, this could be enough to defeat Meta Knight, or not. We'll find out later. But anyways, Shadow can also move new speeds way faster than light, and possibly even faster. But he does have his flaws. His super form has a time limit, and Shadow sees himself as the ultimate life form, and is very cocky about it. Like, super cocky. He'll say he's the ultimate life form, gets kicked in the face, and says he's the ultimate life form again. But despite his flaws, he has been through a lot to get back his memories. There is a reason why he's dubbed as the ultimate life form. Let's see if his opponent can stack up.
Forever, Shadow the Hedgehog.
When someone says Kirby, we all think of the cute, adorable, and kid-friendly guy, right? Well, yes, but for the origin of Meta Knight, it's not to be taken lightly. Well, for one of his origins. Meta Knight is a Star Warrior, and back in his day, he was killing monsters left and right. Because of this company called Nightmare Enterprises was like, hey, I want to conquer the universe and I can create monsters, so bam. Some of them were rebelled, and they were known as the Star Warriors. But one day, a lot of them died, and only 2 survived. Kirby, who was sent away years later to come back later, but it's Blech. And Meta Knight was just in hiding, because once Kirby came out, he's all like, I can get the boys together and we can kill this man. But that is one out of the many different origins he has had over the years. Nowadays, he'd just be chilling in his ship or somewhere else. Let's just talk about what he can do. Now, he may be over 1,000 years old, but he has a lot of power behind him. Wait, shouldn't he be dead? Whatever. He has a lot of power behind him, and his sword Galaxia, which was made for him to destroy enemies. So that's pretty dope. Meta Knight can fight against Kirby, who can crack planets in half, and fight against many universal level characters, and those who can, destroy dimensions. That's pretty neat. And in terms of speed, Meta Knight can scale to Galactonite, and he even beat Galactonite, who can cross across galaxies. This would make him faster than light too, massively faster than light speeds. And he's so fast that it looks like that he's teleporting. He's so fast he'd be able to outpace a black hole. So yeah, he's pretty fast. And he's very durable. He can take attacks from Kirby and DDD, and he's even been inside a black hole. So age means nothing when it comes to this dude's stats. Meta Knight also has some cool techniques, like he can spin so fast he can make a tornado. He can do a drill attack. You guys know what I mean from Smash Bros. He can also redirect attacks from fire to lightning, and he can even make clones of himself. He can also shoot projectiles at his enemies. And he has a mask because he'd be dope like that. Now, while Meta Knight has many powerful attacks, he does have his flaws. Meta Knight is a very honorable opponent, to the point where he will give his enemy a sword to make it a fair fight. This has led him to be defeated quite a lot. And now, while he may be very old, he is not as strong nor as fast as he was in his prime. But even with those weaknesses, Meta Knight is a very strong and powerful opponent for anyone. Those should stop doing what they are doing if they are in the way of Meta Knight. Now, let's see if he can take care of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Much yet to Meta Knight.
Now that you know what these two can do, it's time to figure out who would win in a fight. Will Shadow end the night, or will Meta Knight prove Shadow that he is the ultimate? Let's find out in this fatal arena.
Chaos! Come back when you can put up a fight.
And here comes the rage with the Shadow the Hedgehog fanboys. They're gonna think that I'm biased towards this fight, that I don't like Sonic. Great. You know what? I'm fine with that, because Meta Knight would win in this fight. Now, this is a lot closer than what people think. When it comes to base Shadow, let's be honest, Meta Knight would beat him easily in that regard. I'm sorry, but it's true. But that super form is gonna kick in, and it's gonna be pretty even. Heck, I'll even say that Super Shadow could possibly even win. Here's the problem. Super Shadow has a time limit. And sure, he can collect rings around the battlefield, but there aren't really going to be a lot of rings in this scenario. This is mainly taking place on the Halberd, but at the same time, Shadow could go around and try to find some rings, but Meta Knight is technically still faster than Shadow. If we get rid of Shadow's time-stopping abilities, Meta Knight has seen being able to cross galaxies in minutes, seconds. We have not seen Shadow do this type of speed before. Maybe faster than light speeds, but Meta Knight has massively faster than light speeds, putting him way faster than Shadow. Sure, you could say that they're even in Shadow's super form when it comes to speed, but Meta Knight is a very smart and crafty fighter. He can just make clones for him to like stall time, make tornadoes, and he can push back Shadow's Chaos Spears. Actually, Meta Knight can counter a lot of Shadow's attacks. Chaos Control, he can just make clones. Chaos Blast, Meta Knight has a tornado to back him up. Shadow's guns, please, Meta Knight has a sword to just deflect them and cut them in half. So overall, Meta Knight can beat Base Shadow pretty easily, but Super Shadow's going to put up a very good fight, and it could possibly go either way. But in the end, Shadow's downfall to that super form is what is going to get him pretty beat in this fight. Looks like Shadow had a crash ending. The winner is Meta Knight.